Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun, and here's a minute with Millie Chun. Let's go. So I had made a post about Young M.A., and I think it was yesterday, right? She was getting her hair cut, and her eyes looked very yellow. And she put this post out. She's saying that she's talking to the supporters and said that she's been dealing with various personal health issues the last few years. She was recently hospitalized, but her treatments were successful. She said, I'm good in spirits and everything will be explained in the music plus a documentary. I am waiting for that. I think Young M.A. is a great lyricist. Like, she's one of my favorites. She's good. Let's keep going. So this is Kyle Chrisley, right? He allegedly threatened to unalive his boss. Let's just get into that. This is Todd's oldest son. So as TMZ was reporting, that was his boss. And it says here it was an employee, but the man's name is Devin Campbell. So on March 14th, this allegedly happened. And Kyle had threatened this man to harm him and unalive him. So Kyle was accused of striking Campbell multiple times in the face and upper body, and with the lacerations and injuries that the police witnessed, all that was in the warrant. Kyle had pulled out an item to threaten the victim, right? And the next day, Kyle turned himself in, but he was released on March 14th on a bond for $3,000. Like, that is crazy. And Kyle has always had problems. That's why he doesn't have Chloe along with her mom. So bless up to him. We'll just keep it rolling with the Chrisleys. Savannah says she remembers what her parents' face looked like when the guilty verdict was read in the court. She was like they was there and, they were reading the verdict, guilty, 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 over and over and over again. And the whole family thought that Todd and Julie was going to be found not guilty. I really don't know how. Although there were some hiccups in the situation, but what Todd and Julie did outweighed the hiccups. I want to say it was just one. But she went on to say that they are planning to appeal this month and the errors will be shown within the court. So good luck. So Kobe Bryant's wife and his daughters, they went to an unveiling of his prints, right? It was very emotional to see. Hold on. There they are with their hands in the cement and their feet on their dad's feet. This is so sad, and just my heart goes out for that family. I know that's not easy for Vanessa, but she's doing a really good job. Let's keep going. Let me tell you something about K. Michelle. If there's anything that she wants to be, it is a country singer. And Kay can sing anything. And here she is right now living in her glory. Hold on. So she's here with country singer Justin Champagne. And I think the song is called Fairy Tales. And I like country music. I love K. Michelle. I'm not opposed to this. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you feel like this, but when I tell you I am so happy to see Megan anywhere on my social media, because we have missed you, ma'am. And I was in the car yesterday and her music was on the radio. Like, I'm just happy to see Megan. Like, I understand she needed some time away and I'm glad she did, but I'm also glad you're back. We missed you. Welcome back, Megan. I know this is random, but this is a sighting we haven't seen in a while. We haven't seen CeeLo Green in a very long time. And he is actually, this video was at Bar One in Baltimore. And Peter was actually in the video, as of course he would be. But it's good to see you, CeeLo. He's one of my favorites. Child, they would not let Jamal Bryant be great, right? So the reason that Phaedra is up here is because when Apollo was claiming it was Mr. Chocolate or whatever, Mr. Chocolate was Pastor Jamal Bryant, allegedly, that Phaedra was supposed to be messing with. That's why her face is up here. But now, Pastor Jamal Bryant is in the news because of Malaysia from Basketball Wives. They are saying that he is the reason that Malaysia's house was foreclosed on, right? He had asked Malaysia to move. He had bought Malaysia the house, did not pay it off, and stopped making payments, and she had to get up out of there. All of this is alleged, right? But the problem that I have with is that you, sir, are in these two stories. Horrible in itself, double horrible as a minister. Pastor Holy, you fill in the blanks. Child, let's just keep going. I know y'all remember I told y'all this. Y'all remember when Love and Marriage Huntsville had come out and Destiny was nowhere to be found. I said we're going to have to check her story because that's where she's going to be. Child, last night, I don't know if y'all caught it, but last night on her story, IG Live series, Destiny was featured. Featuring 13th and Joan Arthur, Destiny Payton. Did y'all see this last night? And what was Destiny talking about? Her story. Destiny, you had a whole job where you could have told her story every week and got a real check. You fumbled a bag, ma'am. Allegedly. Let's keep going. Let's get into some baby news. So when he was talking to his little girl, he was talking to her about 3 things, right? Never put your hands on a man. Call your daddy if you have a problem. Never have a baby by a man who does not want to have a baby by you. And also, if you're going to be with a man and he cheats on you, there's only 2 things to do. Either stay and be quiet or go. Now, that's a lesson that we all need to know and all that kind of stuff, but he was talking to her, and then the thing about it, it was Krishan. So I don't know what's going on there. My heart goes out to them. Let's keep going. Let's get on to some different baby news. Romeo Miller has a new baby girl, and her name is Winter Snow Miller. Hold on. Child, this baby is so sweet. Look at her face. He said his tribe is growing, and he wanted to introduce us to his baby. And he said this is a very big accomplishment for him to be a father. And I feel like Romeo is really growing. He had to get out there and get his stuff together. And I'm really happy that he and his father are in a better situation. Hold on. He said he loves being a girl dad. His girls are so sweet. I'm happy for you, Romeo. Let's keep going. So if a biopic were to come out on Angela Bassett, who would you think of these 6 women would be the better to play her? I think number 1, Keke Palmer. They have a good conversation. I'm going to show you that. I think Keke is hands down the perfect person. And then here she talks with Keke about not being offered any roles for 18 months after her What's Love Got to Do with It Oscar nomination.
Remember, after What's Love, you talk about that. Yes. There were 18 months, a year and a half when I didn't work, you know?
And was it because you were turning a lot of things down?
No!
There was no material out
there? There was no material. There was nothing offered.
Wow.
And now, I guess, maybe you're in this position where you've been nominated for an Oscar. You're a lead in this picture. What do you do then?
I know how we feel about Angela Bassett. We feel like she's fantastic, but I do know that it's kind of hurtful for her not to be recognized for her work. But if it helps, Angela, you are a winner with all of us. Let's keep going. Child, what was going on with Donna Glover at the Vanity Fair's Oscar party? Like, hold on. I have so many questions, but not now. Let's keep going. Lastly, so 50 Cent has sued a former employee for $6.2 million. The man was up pricing his brand, his liquor brand, Branson Cognac, and he was skimming a little of that money off of the top. 50 found out. 50 has seized all the man's assets, including properties, bank accounts, and cars, and he wants him out of this house by Monday. And he also fired some other people that were in on it. Do not play with him. It's your girl, Millie Chun. Bye, y'all.
He's sexy for Jesus.
Oh my God.
She used to be a stripper.
Are you gonna divorce or not?
Nobody knows I'm living this double life. God, he's sexy for Jesus.
Oh my God.
She used to be a stripper.
Are you gonna divorce or not?
Nobody knows I'm living this double life.